When you think of Assassin's Creed, what do you think of? Stealthily assassinating evil guys throughout history? Unraveling massive conspiracies? No way, that's kid stuff. You buy this game to stack rocks, right? Don't you want to stack rocks for several hours? Why don't you love this? Modern games are too long and full of lazily made bullshit. I don't know when this all happened, but these days, so many developers operate on one simple equation. More content equals more fun. Oh, forget about the quality of the content. Who cares about quality? We have 1,000 planets you can explore, and 990 of them are barren wastelands with nothing to do. That's way better than having like 20 really fleshed out planets that are fun, right? Some of the best games ever made are actually not that long. Like, think back to playing Final Fantasy VI. That game was crazy. You had a clown bad guy who ripped the world in half and plunged your party of like dozens of main characters with unique stories and backgrounds into disarray. Then you wander this wasteland trying to rebuild and kick his ass in one of the most satisfying endings ever. How long did all that take? 100 hours? 200 hours? Nope, that only took a cool 41 hours. That could be done in a single weekend with enough determination and Mountain Dew. Mom, I'm not going to Grandma's house. I have to beat the evil clown Kefka. Hey, if you're going out, can you get me some more Mountain Dew? We've had some amazing games come out in 2023, but I've had a novel problem with many of them. When I've gotten maybe 75% of the way through them, I'm mentally done and I have to really push myself to actually complete the game. Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, all of them are great games that I've beaten, but man, the last 15 or 20 hours were an exercise in monk-like patience to get done with the damn things. What's going on? Maybe it's me. Maybe I've grown up and have a slew of responsibilities and goals that tear me away from video games. Maybe, like the evergreen hillside battered by decades of rain and wind, I am beginning to be worn down, a shadow of my past self, and I am evolving into something I neither know nor can imagine. Or maybe these games are just too fucking long. I'm not the problem. The video games are. Want proof that shorter games are better? I went ahead and looked at the top 100 games on Metacritic, and I looked at the main plus extras time it takes to beat these games on howlongtobeat.com. Main plus extras means you do the main quest and most of the side content. After taking out games that you can play forever and ruin your life on, like Minecraft or World of Warcraft, I found out two things. First, I need to do something better with my life and get a real hobby. And second, the average main plus extras time came out to nearly 32 hours. Chocolat bleu! Oh, it's Ubisoft. We cannot believe it. The gamers, they want quality. We thought they wanted the baguette, so long and bland, but they would prefer the bite-sized sweetness of the macaroon. That's right, Ubisoft. Wow, they're actually learning. The new Assassin's Creed game is going to be shorter. Hallelujah! As time has gone on, developers have leaned on all the cool things they can do with their computers as an excuse for not putting quality content in games. Just because you use procedural generation to make infinite quests doesn't mean they're going to be any fun. Stop relying on technology to make good games. It's not hard. I mean, come on, what the fuck are you even doing? I also decided to look at the year in which these games were released, and as you can see, as time has gone on, games have gotten longer and longer. My computer can make 1,000 planets. Well, my computer can make 18 quintillion planets. No one cares about that crap if your games launch like broken pieces of shit. More stuff to do doesn't mean more fun. If you want gamers to play your game for hundreds of hours, you can do one of two things. Either make a story that's enticing throughout the entire length of the game, or make the core mechanics insanely fun so that gamers will not want to put down the controller. The Witcher 3 took me over 150 hours to beat, and I beat it twice because I loved it so much. The quests are insanely well written, the combat and skills are fun to play with, and with a myriad of choices, you're guaranteed to have a fantastic journey that never quite takes its foot off the accelerator. Then you got Final Fantasy 16, where one second you're fighting a dragon in space and it's the craziest shit you've ever seen. Then the next you're getting another side quest from some dead-eyed NPC asking you to slay the same monster you've killed 20 times, only this time it's purple instead of green. Oh, you better look out for the purple monster. Oh, I gotta make sure the trade caravan doesn't get stopped by the purple monsters. Oh no. Look into my eyes, Clive. Look into my dead eyes as I tell you to kill more monsters. Are you having fun, Clive? Are you glad you paid $60 for this game, Clive? You can beat any of the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games in like 10 minutes, but the controls are so tight and the combos are so sick, you could play this shit for weeks and be happy. Then you got that music coming in, like, here I am, doing everything I can, cause I'm the Superman. Mom, I want a real skateboard for Christmas. I know I'm overweight and don't go outside, but I totally think I can pull off a 900.
And what's the deal with games as a live service? I mean, you want me to play Destiny 2 for years? You're not doing me a service with this thing, Bungie. I feel like I'm doing you a service playing these shitty expansions. What's the deal with that?
No, but seriously, what's going on with games as a live service? It's like someone makes a shitty game and then they double down over and over again, expecting the player base to play their games for hundreds of hours while ignoring way better releases that are coming out. Hey, time is a finite resource. You only get so much. Doing the same dungeon in Destiny 2 to get a different colored cloak isn't going to fulfill you. Why not, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but why not just make the game fun from the get-go? Halo 1 could be beaten in less than a day, but people put thousands of hours into it because the multiplayer was fun. You don't need no expansions or anything, you just had a fun game. You don't even need multiplayer to make a game replayable. I've played Donkey Kong Country for probably 60 or 70 hours in my life, and you can beat that game in like 4 or 5 hours. But every level is unique and awesome, and the controls are great, and it's just a fantastic experience. Hey, you remember what Reggie said?
If it's not fun, why bother?
You said it, brother. Stacking rocks isn't fun. Boring side quests aren't fun. Shitty expansions for a live service aren't fun. You want me to play your game for over 100 hours? Make that shit fun as hell. Look at Persona 5 Royal. Every single aspect of this game has been carefully designed to be awesome. Like in most games, if you pause, the game does this. But then in Persona 5, if you pause, it does this. Everything is gorgeous, and you can tell the developers poured tens of thousands of hours of care into every minute aspect of this game. The combat is great. The characters are great. Every quest and side quest is amazing. You don't have some guy telling you another one of your settlements is under attack for the 20th time. Fuck you, Preston. I don't want to walk all the way back to Sanctuary for the 8th time. This shit sucks. Give me more games that I can complete in 30 hours. I want more games where I don't have to build out a schedule around playing it for months in order to get through it. More games where I can jump right into a good story and gameplay, and less games where I'm assaulted by millions of identical side activities and fetch quests. Big games can work, but if you fill your game with a bunch of bullshit just to elongate it and show how cool your computers are, you're not doing anyone any favors. In short, I want more Donkey Kong Country the game and less Donkey Kong Country the TV show.
I see bananas when I look in your eyes. I'd shower you with coconut cream pie. I love like eyes don't grow on trees. Our love is like a summer breeze. Can't you see we're meant to be? Our love is stronger than a golden banana. Our love is stronger than a golden banana.